How did this Logic and Juicy J collab even happen? And why is this shit so fire? Let's talk about it. What's good? It's your man Lighthouse, and you're now tuned into another episode of Everything for Everybody. And today we'll be discussing Logic and Juicy J's album Live and in Color. On some G shit, that joint caught me off guard. In the best way though. I came in with zero expectations, just an open mind and an open ear, and walked away genuinely impressed. Logic laced Juicy J with a boom backdrop that sounds like it was dug up from an NPC time capsule. And Juicy J walks on every beat like it's second nature. It's refreshing to hear him in this lane because Juicy J is a legend. The chemistry is real. I didn't even know that these two had history like that, but you can feel the camaraderie all over the record. Live and in Color feels like you're eavesdropping on two homies catching up and creating without ego. Adding a few Project Pat appearances, and it's Memphis meets Maryland in the most unexpected contemporary hip hop way, a cohesive marriage of two worlds. Now let's talk about Logic for a sec, right? Say what you want about the man, he's polarizing, no doubt. But when he locks in, he's still a top tier technician on the mic and behind the boards. His beats on this project are soulful, stripped down, and allow Juicy J to experiment with more introspective textures that we don't usually hear from the Trippy King. Logic floated on the track The Problem. Whoa, now we can't deny this kid can rap, you know? Sometimes he might just be too into letting us know that he's black, but other than that, the talent is undeniable. Now, for fans who have written Logic off, especially during that stretch where his racial identity talk started to feel more like branding than bars, this album might change the temperature. He still brings it up though, not gonna hold you. He still talks about this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting how you actually can see the dynamic between Juicy J and Logic by Juicy J's, explanation, or what he recognized when he found out that Logic was actually black. But you have to check out the album to hear for yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's really sequenced very well. You'll hear a song, then you'll hear a discussion. You might hear two songs in the discussion. The way they sequenced this was excellent, because it's a conceptual project. It feels like a podcast album, like an album that has a podcast built in it. Just sounds like two friends who are collaborating live in a moment. So it's like you're hearing these songs and then you're hearing them talk to one another and just big each other up. They're really friends, and it's very apparent on this project. Live and in Color isn't trying to be a cultural shifting moment, and it doesn't have to be. It's two legends having fun, flexing creative freedom, and reminding us that growth doesn't always mean reinventing the wheel. Sometimes it just means driving in a different route. And if this is a warning of what's to come from Logic, be prepared, because Logic's next project, Side Quest, could be even crazier. That's my time, y'all. Thank you for checking out this episode of Everything for Everybody. Hopefully listening to Live and in Color could be for you. Give it a chance, I want to hear what you guys think about this, because I was totally blown away by this project. Pause. I did not expect this. I saw the cover and I was like, Logic and Juicy J? All right, let me take a listen. And when I heard it, I was like, yo, this shit is aight, you know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think, all right? Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Thank you for tuning in. Peace. We outta here.